slightly higher.
No, it was quite a lot. His were through the roof because he was worried. He was like, I bet mine are going to be so low. Then he got them through and he was
because
like,
you wouldn't have thought he would have high testosterone.
Why?
No, you wouldn't have thought that.
I don't know.
I don't know if you
What does it do?
that.
What does the...
You would have thought he would be like big geezer.
Yes.
Is that what it means? Big men have got a lot.
Well, it means you've got a lot of energy. You know, you might come across a bit alpha.
And you've got a lot.
Might come across a
These
bit
things
intimidating.
aren't aligning.
We're walking all over you.
Might come across a bit controlling. A leader.
Might come across a bit sexy.
Might come across a bit horny.
Oh,
No, I
We'll back up a bit.
I'm so glad this chair's on wheels.
Julian's
So just be
touching
like,
my leg.
oh.
Ladies, come back.
It's weird, isn't
It's
it?
just
Our car
locker
goes away
room
and he's like, who
bands.
can I get to replace him? 2 women.
I
Two
know.
women, but then you chicken out about sitting in the middle,
I know. I just prefer this seat.
this side of your face.
Yeah.
Remember, it's audio, Julian. Focus back in. Focus
Oh, yeah.
back in.
This is a good studio, though, isn't it? For those of you that can't see it, we're in a new one in Peckham.
Yeah,
Grassy.
Grassy on the
Yeah.
walls. It's bright, isn't it? It's nice.
it's nice.
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh. Yeah.
What other questions do you have for me?
So what was it?
Open book.
Roids, testosterone.
Well, the testosterone thing, if that's high, does that mean you're quite fertile?
Yeah, you'd say so.
Is it? They correlate.
It means
though?
that you work. It all works very well.
Is that scientific or is that your opinion?
It's just
Roman
science.
hates
Look
this,
it
I
up.
can tell.
No, I was just picturing a doctor coming in with the results just going, it means it all works very well. Like,
Well, no, because I had
Women need testosterone, but you just have 10 times less.
I had my fertility.
You
test.
just need it to get energy to like cook and that. Not really. Sorry. No,
brought us
but
here to neg us, didn't you?
sorry.
We did, and we
I'm
can't
only
get away
playing. That
from
was
it.
really sexist. I'm
Um,
getting in big trouble.
You've been a naughty boy.
Not as
No.
trouble as the comic who said racial slurs on stage.
I feel like you lot should talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
Yeah.
have opinions on stuff like ever.
I don't
Just on
really.
big
I
issues, just on little things. No opinions, not for me.
I don't really have an opinion on it. It was just funny. The pylon was quite funny.
I don't.
I do
like-
feel
don't-
for him a
I-
bit, you know, like
Yeah.
it was an old bit. He was trying to do a bit that was not like anti-racist, wasn't he? And it was just badly judged.
I haven't watched the. Bit.
But then everyone's piling on the people that are saying what I just said, so I'm like, I better shut up.
Oh really? The bit I.
To all the comics saying it was just badly judged, I'm like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't say that.
The bit I don't get is the damage control that people try to do after. So some clubs were like.
What, the apology?
So some clubs pulled his gigs because they were like, we don't agree with that material, so
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
pull your gigs. But that bit, we all know as comics, a good bit doesn't become a good bit by you practicing that in your bedroom. So he must have done that bit in those clubs for loads of times.
That's a good point.
And now years later, they're like, we don't agree with
And
it.
then when
what,
it's
what was you doing at the
out.
time when you was letting him do
Yeah.
it there? It must have been filmed at a club. It must have been like...
Yeah.
But
I had a bit when I
probably
was
just
open.
lost a load of bookings, to be honest. So.
No, but it's an interesting
It's
point.
really
It's
damaging
an
to my
he,
career.
he must have done that in those clubs already.
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
just become a bit, does it? It's not a fully
He
formed
did,
bit.
yeah, and he wouldn't have filmed it on the first bit
No.
of doing it.
Yeah, and then put it
Open
out
mic
into
club,
the
yeah.
ether. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was years ago, and he did try taking it down,
Did he?
like years ago.
So what you're saying is okay being...
It's not. It's not okay. It was hard to. It was hard to.
someone and you're going, but he did try to bury
No,
the body. He did try. He tried to bury the body. He just didn't dig the hole far enough.
It
and
was.
they-
It was very bad taste. You know what I mean? It was. Yeah. It was uncomfortable to watch. The slurs.
As will this be, to be honest.
You know. But yeah, I don't know. I've got no opinion on it.
Why'd you bring it up?
Roman brought it up.
And just give it. And just
Roman,
give
what's
it-
your
Royal out of
Don't
nowhere.
blame me.
Roman? What's your opinion on it as a black guy?
Oh my god!
No, that's why I said you lot should talk about it, because all right, so I'm a
You want to hear us fucking trip over our fucking...
No, not at all. And I'm a comic, but obviously I'm producing this pod. But I would never want you lot to like not talk about stuff you want to talk about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from in the sense of like feeling like you don't have an opinion. But the truth is, like, we all have an opinion.
I do have an opinion. Yeah, I think I said it, but I'm happy to be wrong as well. I'm happy to be like, you know, someone to go, "What about this?" I'm like, "Yeah," you know what I mean.
But I don't feel like I think opinions aren't about wrong and right. An opinion is an opinion. It's just your perspective on something. And
Yeah.
as we share perspectives, then we can get a different understanding.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean.
All right, here's my honest opinion. I might as well say it. Yeah,
So wise.
that was very wise, and you've helped me, right?
Unbelievable.
Because I think it's true. I'm skating around it. I think that the bit wasn't funny enough to justify him saying those words. I think that it was clumsy. It was a bit of a. It weren't, you know, he was talking about the actual words and the consonants in them and stuff. I just think it wasn't. It wasn't a good enough. You know, Louis C.K.'s got a bit where he says that word.
Yeah.
And he's the only one I've seen say it like in context. It was a good bit, wasn't it? And that's the only time I've seen someone like a white guy say that word
What, on stage?
on stage that I thought was okay. You know what I mean?
What?
bearing in mind I'm a white guy, like, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think you have to be so skillful.
It's
You know what I mean?
it's
Even
like-
me, I couldn't say.
No, there's a lot of things you can't say, and yet you still fucking do.
But what do you reckon about it all?
Well, I think you make a valid point in terms of the humor has to justify, and I think it's not just with the word. I think it's genuinely with anything you want to talk about.